Cody, obviously, yesterday the guys were talking about a disappointing effort. What was the mojo around the group today, and how do you guys plan on rebounding after?
Yeah, I think yesterday we came out a little flat, got behind, and we were chasing the game once again. I think we've been chasing a little bit too much lately. So uh, today we just kind of talked about getting a little more intense to start the game, start the game on a better foot, and try not to chase as much.
There's been a lot of movement, especially on the back end, but one pairing that stayed constant is you and Duncan Keith. How would you evaluate your first 11 games together?
Yeah, I think what we're trying to do is just try and stay as solid as possible back there, be reliable, and just eat up some minutes. So yeah, I thought we were a new pairing, but I thought we've been gelling pretty good through this first 11.
From the opening of the preseason to now, how would you feel like your game has progressed? Do you feel a little bit more comfortable being around this club, being your fourth team in 4 years?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always a little shaky at first. You're kind of a little cautious and just trying to get to know everyone. But yeah, I mean, now we're all pretty tight. Everyone knows each other pretty well. So it's time to take another step forward and just being comfortable and confident and focusing more on winning rather than just trying to get comfortable and get to know everyone.
I know you were asked this question during training camp. You signed a few one-year deals in the past years. Now you have a 4-year contract. Evaluating the first 11 games, is there a sense of at least a little bit of comfort knowing that you're going to be here long term and it kind of allows you to play your game a little bit more, takes a little bit less pressure off?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely nice to have in the back of your mind. You don't try and do too much and worry about too much about next year. You're more focused on the team and what's around you and the opportunity you have. So yeah, it's nice to have that in the back of your mind to have a little security.
Cody, how much does a road trip like this, where you're faced with some adverse situations like yesterday's loss, galvanize a group?
Yeah, it's big. This is a big trip for us. We started the season out really well, but there was a lot of home games in there. We did well in our home stands, but now we're on a tough trip. So didn't start out the way we want. So we're gonna be a little more hungry tomorrow.
Boston's one of my favorite cities. Do you have a favorite destination that you like to go to when you are on a road trip like this?
Not really, but this is a good city. I spent some time here, just playing in the East for a long time, and then played them in playoffs. Played them in playoffs before, so yeah. I mean, it's a great city, and it's always nice when you have time to go for dinner or have a little time to walk around.
And you mentioned the Bruins. Just what can you expect from them tomorrow, because they have been such a good team for so many years?
They're always hard to play against, especially at home. So we're gonna be ready for their A game, and hopefully we bring ours.
Gotta ask you, who did your makeup on your Halloween costume?
My wife was put to that task, so I just kind of sat back and got it done for it was like half an hour or so.
Who would you say had the best costume and maybe not the most creative costume on the team? In a lighthearted way, of course.
Best costume, I liked Smitty and his wife. They had a pretty good one.
Which one were they again?
They just went as like old parasailers or something, but it was pretty good. Worst costume, I don't know. Can't think of one.